Thinking about Article 50 a lot today and over the last few weeks. Later today, the Prime Minister will meet Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, a day before Holyrood is expected to vote in favour of seeking a new referendum on independence.
The meeting will coincide with Theresa May setting out her plans for a more united nation ahead of triggering Article 50 when she formally begins the process of leaving the EU.
Well, to discuss this, we're joined from Westminster by SNP MP Stephen Gethin and Annie Wells from the Scottish Conservatives, who is in Glasgow for us this morning. Good morning to both of you. Thank you very much for your time on breakfast. Stephen, if we come to you first of all, wouldn't it be sensible to see what the Brexit deal actually is before talking about a second referendum?
Well, yes, you're right, and that's why the First Minister has set out a timetable that would mean that we'd have to see what the deal is for leaving the European Union. Michel Barnier, the Commissioner who'll be dealing with this, has said that they'd need to see something by autumn 2018, which is the earliest in the First Minister's timetable. But critically, actually, before that as well, we need some answers from the UK government. We're just 48 hours away from triggering Article 50, and there's still some very significant questions that are remaining over what role the Scottish Government will play, what this deal with Europe will look like that will have such an impact on jobs, on the economy. So a lot of significant questions to be answered today and in the next 48 hours as well.
Annie, as Stephen's saying there, such an important time for Scotland. Why, with that in mind, is this meeting taking such a long time to put together? Why are they only meeting now?
I don't think the meeting's taken that long to put together. I mean, if you remember when the Prime Minister first became the Prime Minister, she spoke about the Union on the steps of Downing Street, and her first visit was to Scotland when she became Prime Minister. So we knew that Article 50 was going to be triggered before the end of March. The Prime Minister is coming to see the Scottish Government, and she does want to work with the Scottish Government.
What is wrong with a second referendum? I mean, Scotland did vote to remain, didn't they?
Scotland did vote to remain, yes, but it was a UK-wide vote, and we need to be democratic. And we have to remember that when we're going through the process of triggering Article 50 and negotiating with 27 other EU states, that we don't actually want any more upset and divisive campaigning in Scotland. We need to be democratic and support the vote of the UK people.
Stephen, on that point, is this a distraction? Are you upsetting things? Shouldn't the focus be allowed to be on getting the best deal and this then to be an issue discussed after that?
Well, I think what we all need to recognise is very significant change is coming. That'll have a significant effect on jobs, the economy, the environment, opportunities for young people. Now, what we need to recognise is that people should be given the choice about what kind of change they want to see. And that's why, as I set out earlier on, that the First Minister's timetable follows the Prime Minister's own timetable about what happens next. This is about giving people the choice. Remember that taking Scotland out of the EU could cost up to 80,000 jobs, according to economic think tanks. That's really significant, and the Scottish Government has a responsibility to try and protect those jobs and the economy as far as they possibly can, which is why the Scottish Government sought the compromise over membership of the single market. And the single market was also something that was very important to the Scottish Conservatives.
Annie, your response to that?
Can Stephen Gethin tell me what currency an independent Scotland would use? Does he have the support of the Scottish people? Because poll after poll has shown that there's absolutely no appetite for a second independence referendum. And that's not between the people who voted no in 2014, but also some people who voted yes. They actually want to see the SNP get on with the job. They have got significant powers devolved to Holyrood, and even now they're asking Westminster to hold on to them for a further 3 years.
Thank you very much for your time this morning. Good. Stephen, did you want to come back on that quickly?
Well, no, it's just on that. The Prime Minister, you know, the Scottish Government is outperforming the UK Government in areas like education and health. I mean, sitting here at Westminster, the Prime Minister does not have her troubles to seek. This is about protecting jobs and protecting the economy.
OK, Stephen Gethin, Annie Wells, appreciate your time this morning. Thank you very much for that. And as Lorna Gordon was telling us, it could be a bit of a constitutional standoff, isn't it? So it could be a bit of a frosty meeting today.
I'd like to be in the fly on the wall on that one.
Yeah.